Thank you, Kimberly, for coming in today and taking the time to participate in this individual trustee forum.
Thank you, Mark. It's my pleasure to be here.
The first question I have for you is, can you share your personal experience with Catholic education and how it shapes your approach as a trustee?
Okay. Well, I'm actually a graduate of Calgary Catholic. My children have all graduated from Calgary Catholic, and for the last 15 years, I've actually been working for Calgary Catholic. Prior to that, after received my post-secondary, I was able to stay home for many years with my children, which is a real blessing. And during that time, though, I still volunteered in Calgary Catholic. I was on school councils. So I think all of this gives me a real insight into Catholic education that I think some of the other candidates do not have. Thank you.
How do you see your role in protecting and promoting the Catholic identity of our schools while serving a diverse community?
Yes, well, Calgary Catholic does have many diverse cultures, but one thing that I think is so amazing about Catholic school is that we all share the faith. So that is our sort of gelling point. And then from there, we can sort of work and promote different cultures. Like, for example, we'll have a Black History Month. And then, but with that, I like to always include, I have a few Black saints that I highlight, like St. Josephine Bakhita and St. Martin de Porres and things like that. And same with Asian History Month. I like to focus on some of the saints. So we can always, no matter what we're doing, we're always incorporating or permeating our Catholic faith into everything that we do. And I think that's what makes us so great. Okay, thank you.
What do you see as the biggest challenges facing students and families in Catholic schools today, and how would you address them?
Well, I think there's a couple of issues. That one is funding, which we've been underfunded for the last few years. So I would like to see our funding increased. And I think by doing that is if we get together as all school boards and kind of advocate for more funding. And I think maybe we should also maybe take a look, like we're granted on funding by the students that we have by September 30th, but maybe we need something where we can look at midway through, because we always have students growing. And if maybe then some funding could be allocated partway through the year, if that's possible, I would like to see that. And also secular values are creeping into Catholic schools. And to me, if a Catholic school does not promote Catholic values, then what's the point of having a Catholic school? We're basically just a building with crucifixes on the wall. Thank you.
What makes a trustee successful, and how would you measure your own success in this role?
Well, since I've worked for Calgary Catholic the last 15 years, I've had many parents come in and talk to me about concerns they have on different issues, many of them about the lack of Catholicity in Catholic schools and how our secular values are creeping in. So I'm known for being listening. So I think my skills to be able to listen to parents' concerns, teachers' concerns, is a real great asset that I have. And then I will take those concerns and I can bring them up to the board. And maybe we, as a committee, then we can see how we can work on those. And also being a role model for my faith. I think as a trustee, with the Catholic school, you need to practice your faith. You need to model that faith. And I think people will respect that.
Should you be successful, what would your goals be for the upcoming term, and how would you plan to achieve them?
So if I were to win, I would listen to my constituents, and I would listen to their concerns and basically work with the board to accomplish their concerns and see where. I would also go to the schools a lot and go to the parent-teacher interviews, maybe have a booth set up, or also the school council meetings so I can really get to know the families and so I really have a really good understanding of all the different communities. While I have worked for Calgary Catholic, I've only worked in 2 schools, but then different, like high schools will have different concerns, so I'd like to go to them and listen to everyone's concerns and then bring them back to the board.
That concludes the questions I have for you. Do you have any closing comments you'd like to make?
Well, I think a vote for me would be a vote for strong Catholicism. I have a lot of experience working with the church. I've actually worked in the diocese before. I've worked at St. Mary's University, as well as working for Calgary Catholic. I've been a stay-at-home mom for years, so like I said, I was always involved in the schools there. And I think I have a well-rounded knowledge of being a student, a parent, and a staff member at Calgary Catholic. That gives me a real insight that I think other candidates don't have, and I think people that vote for me will be very happy with their vote. Thank you.
Thank you.